welcome back to another episode. And today I'm going to talk about PAX 2011 in Seattle. Now it's funny, I was trying to think of an intro for this video, but my mind is so blown away by this year's PAX. There was just so much stuff going on down there. There was a huge YouTube meetup. Never mind all the amazing video games that were there. There was the All Gen Gamers meetup, which was incredible. Just way too many things, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do about 4 or 5 videos in the next 2 weeks to try to give you the PAX experience that I had. And that's kind of difficult because there was so much stuff, but I'm gonna try to do the best I can. So let me get my list here. So what I'm gonna do, this episode will be all the PAX video games I checked out, all the games at PAX that I was interested in. Next up, the PAX YouTube meetup. That's the next video that comes. After that this is what I like to call PAX Extras, and this is all the funny and quirky things and funny things that actually happened at PAX. And after that, I actually have the All Gen Gamers Live. We recorded the podcast live down there. I'll be putting that video up. That's like 35 minutes on its own. And then I have a little review type of thing of a game I checked out while I was there, and I'll save that as just a little secret fun thing. So lots of stuff going on at PAX this year. As I say, overloading, but let's get to the games. So the first game I checked out was Deus Ex. There is a lot of hype for this game, and anybody online who's been checking out reviews of this game, the reviews are going like through the roof. It's doing extremely well on basically every website out there. It's a game that really wasn't on my horizon, and I got to check it out at PAX, and damn, did it ever look good. It looked really good. That's a game I will absolutely be getting. It's a game I gotta check out really soon. Next up, I went down to the Capcom booth, and I got to check out Tekken vs. Street Fighter, a game I've really been looking forward to. I gotta admit, I've basically always my whole life been a Street Fighter guy. I've not really hated Tekken, but I've never really played much of it to really make an opinion. So to see them both come together in one kind of game that I can like, I'm really looking forward to playing it. Looks really good. I like the gameplay that I saw. There's a bit of a lineup to play it. Oh, and I just want to show this. This is actually that we were giving out at the Capcom booth for Street Fighter vs. Tekken. This great Street Fighter vs. Tekken poster. Love that. Totally cool. Totally cool. The other game that I'm really excited about is Dragon's Dogma. Wow, this game is right up my alley. How can I say it? Listen, an action RPG, from what I could tell. And I talked about it on the podcast a long time ago that this is a game that looked like, in my zone of games to play. And from what I checked out at PAX, it looks really good. It looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, the game doesn't come out till 2012, so I'll be looking forward to it then. Square Enix's booth was not so bad. The game that I gotta say, I'd been looking at, but I didn't really have an opinion on, was Final Fantasy 13-2. Wow, did that game ever look good? I was really blown away with that, because I like 13. 13 wasn't high in my list of my favorite Final Fantasies, but I didn't hate it. But I'd kind of been looking at 13-2, and I was like, well, cool. I'll see. I might get it when it comes out, and definitely the combat looks awesome. I'm showing footage of it right now. You can, make up your mind. Just graphically, it looks great, and I don't know too much about the storyline yet. I'll actually have to wait for the final game. Okay, huge lines to play Borderlands 2, and there's some things at PAX you have to let go, and I definitely let go playing. Actually, I don't think it was actually a demo that you could play. I heard it was basically a video that was playing that they talked about, or maybe I'm wrong about that. That's what I was hearing on the show floor, but huge lineups to see Borderlands 2, but one of my friends got in there and said it looked fantastic. And I like the first Borderlands. I played a lot of it, multiplayer, really enjoyed it, but hey, looking forward to that as well. And just so you guys know, I'm probably going to miss a lot of games here. I'm probably not going to talk about all the games that were PAX, because I realized when I was there, it's impossible to do. And I'm telling you, my arm was so freaking, I was like, it had gone dead on me from filming so much stuff. So I basically went through the show floor a couple of times. I got everything I could. I'm like, okay, that's it for me. So please don't burn me on the stake for not mentioning every game there. But I'm just trying to mention the games that I thought were, highlight games for myself. The Bethesda booth. Do I really need to say anything there? Skyrim. It looks amazing when you're actually seeing it in person. And I know we've all seen the trailers of it, and it looks really good. But just standing there seeing it playing on consoles was a very exciting thing, and a day one purchase for me without question. Looked gorgeous. you know, I thought Oblivion it looked very smooth, and you know, I thought Oblivion looked really great, but I was really blown away by how beautiful this game looked. I tell you, it looked unreal. So, looking forward to Skyrim. Bioshock Infinite was there. They had a great booth actually set up. I really liked the booth they had there, but I didn't get to play the game, but I've seen the trailers. It's a game I'm definitely buying, so there's no issues there. And that's the thing, you walk around and you see a lot of games, and you don't need to play. You just look at them and you're like, I'm buying that day one, so this is not really an issue, right? And there's so many good games there. There's so much amazing things to see there. And speaking of amazing games, Nintendo's booth was really awesome. Pimping the 3DS. They were pimping Star Fox on 3DS and the new Mario Brothers on a 3DS. That stuff looks really good. I got a couple of shots of people playing that stuff, and they had a huge, open display for Skyward Sword. Obviously, because the game's out very, very soon. It looks really great. It was so nice to actually go and see it, being played and seeing it like, really close to being released. It's very exciting. I can't wait. Obviously, it's on the Wii, so it's not like stunningly unbelievable, but I thought it looked great. That's just my opinion. So, oh yes, I almost forgot. I can't believe I almost forgot. Mario Kart 7 was being shown as well. So Nintendo had a strong booth as usual, and Uncharted 3 obviously was there in this very strange booth, and it was quite a wait to get into that. So I passed up on that, but Uncharted 3, of course I'm buying it. Oh, this is exciting. This is one that wasn't on my radar. The new Twisted Metal game. I saw, obviously the creator was at PAX and gave a huge speech at the beginning, and I was like, Twisted Metal, okay. And I went over to his booth and I was checking it out. The best review of this game I heard was from Brian, one of my friends who owns game deals in town. And he said to me, he played it at E3, and man, he goes, Twisted Metal is awesome. He goes, I'm buying it day one. And I said, really? I said, why, what is it about it? He goes, it's just so polished, it's such a great game. And I said, whoa, well, you must have been a fan of the old games. And he's like, no, I never was really a big fan of those, but I'm looking forward to this new one. I was like, sold. And I went and I checked out the game, and I'm like, this is not really my style of game, but the quality was so there that day one purchase. This stuff is getting easy. I'm gonna be up to my eyeballs. It's not coming out anyway till about 2012, but man, there's so many games on my radar that I'm buying day one now. Thank God they're not all out the same day. That would kill me, but looking forward to Twisted Metal. That's something that wasn't, as I say, on my radar before. And this is for one of my friends, Darren, who wrote to me on Facebook, and he says, hey, if you're going down there, I'm playing this game, El Shaddai. I'm a huge fan of the game, he says. Can you get me anything on the game? And any merchandise or anything? So, Darren, this is for you. Here you go. I got you this awesome, I hope you like this, El Shaddai poster. Check that out. It's actually got a poster on the back here as well. It's pretty huge, actually. So that is for you, Darren. And 2 El Shaddai postcards right there. Very cool. It's some of the cool merchandise you can get, eh? And I want to say that the guys at the El Shaddai booth were awesome to me. They really hooked me up. I gotta thank them immensely. And here you go, Mr. Darren. Maybe I should unfold it a little bit. I'm doing this wrong. But yeah, there's kind of like design El Shaddai t-shirt. So Darren, buddy, I told you I was gonna get you some stuff from the game, and I was so happy to do it. Me and Pete Duro were looking around forever trying to find their booth. We found it and got you some swag. So I'll be sending that off to you real soon. And here's one. This is great. I get to kick in with Rob. Rob discovered a game there and this is really interesting, and Rob can tell the story here. Leeds Infestation at the Sega booth. I won't say anything about it. I'll let Rob cut in with this interview he did with an employee of Sega about the game.
No, I don't. In the midst of the excitement and energy of PAX, one of the biggest surprises that could ever have come up, I've found Leeds Infestation. There's been no signage, no real hype put out there for us to find it, except for a set of pins that brought me to Matt. He's going to tell me all about it and sort of give us some information on this DS gem that should be coming out quite soon.
Yeah, right on. I'm glad you came by the way. Leeds Infestation for the DS by Way Forward Technologies. They're known for Contra 4, Shantae, of course, one of the best games on the DS. And now we've got Leeds Infestation. So it's classic Metroidvania type gameplay. exploration, unlockables, but in the Aliens world. Starts out on the Sulaco, everybody's favorite destroyed spaceship. It's left out floating in space after Ripley leaves it behind at the end of Aliens. We go to find out what happened. There's a survivor on board. What are they about? And when we get there, well, as you can imagine, all hell and Xenos break loose.
Excellent. So, is this a recent announcement? Has it been really hush-hush and under wraps until recently, and that's why it's not as sort of openly advertised at the booth this year?
Sure, I mean, you know, we've been working on it for a long time. It was looking for a good window to come out with it, and, you know, we're not connected to Colonial Marines behind us here, and so we were just looking for a good time to get it out there on the DS. We all know the 3DS is out. Probably not going to be a lot of DS games coming out in the future, so we kind of wanted to make a big splash at E3 and PAX and Comic-Con and get it out there before the holidays so people have time to get out there and really check it out. Because, you know, a good Metroidvania exploration game, you want to sit down and take some time with it and have some fun and explore, so figure get out there before the big releases and give people a chance to play.
Now, how long has this been in development? Because it, like I said, it seemed to come out of nowhere. When did you guys start working on the game?
Well, the ideas for it started when we got the Aliens franchise, you know, a few years ago, but the actual dev time for it wasn't obviously that long. We haven't been making the game for 4 years, but, you know, it was piecemeal over a couple years, and we just wrapped it up actually several months ago. The game's been complete, and we were just looking for a right time to put it out.
So, along with the rights for the game, you're obviously working within the story of the franchise. Did you find any challenges with that, or did you find you actually had a fairly open slate to play with?
Well, Fox has actually been really good with this game, very good with approvals and things like that with the story, very supportive with assets and references. Like, you'll see just looking at the game, everything looks like it should, is where it should be, and all those things. Actually, the hardest part was we're all big Aliens fans. We know Aliens fans are just bloodthirsty if you mess with their franchise, so we had to get it right. We had to go all the places an Aliens fan would want to go. We have to do all the right things and not make zany, weird, like Condor aliens or something. So the hardest part was reining in our imagination as fans and make sure we made a good game that was true to the universe.
Excellent. So that is just amazing and perfect. I've had a chance to play a little bit of it, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. When can we expect to find this game on shelves?
So October 11th in North America and September 30th in Europe.
Excellent. Thank you so much for giving us a bit of your time. Thank you for sharing the game with us. I cannot wait to buy it. Everyone else out there, find it, pre-order it, buy it, do what you have to get it, and get the word out. Thank you again.
Want more, buy it. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like Rob on this one. I apologize if you noticed that actually at the end of the interview, the cartridge stopped working for them. They only had one cartridge there for this game. They didn't have no display for it, no nothing. So I was going to go back and get some footage, more footage of the game, so I apologize. I didn't get very much game footage of this game. So there was a lot to see at PAX for video game-wise, just video game-wise. It was overwhelming. I could make 100 videos and still never do PAX justice, so please check out, like, you know, Gamester81's videos. I'm sure he'll put up, and Pete Doerr's videos. I'm sure they'll be talking about a lot of games that I didn't mention here because there was a lot of other stuff, but I wanted to show you some of my highlight moments from PAX. I couldn't talk about everything. I could only talk about some things. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked it. I got another video coming up here real soon. Until next time.